Hello the cop, please subscribe my channel for follow Liverpool Football Club news on every days. Jurgen Klopp admits he played Diogo Jota against medical advice. Diogo Jota only had 2 training sessions prior to returning from injury during Liverpool's Boxing Day 2-0 victory over Burnley, according to Jurgen Klopp. The 27-year-old entered the game late in the second half and showed class right away, adding a goal from a close range in stoppage time to his record. Jota ultimately beat Burnley goalkeeper James Trafford with a left foot after latching onto a backheel from Luis Diaz. Trafford had made a series of outstanding saves. At a news conference following the match, Klopp acknowledged defying medical advice by starting Jota. He also stated that he anticipates the Portuguese international to be fully fit for the Premier League match on New Year's Day against Newcastle United. "We sneaked him in somehow on the squad list because he trained only twice, and the medical department wanted to give him extra training, so I said, he can have that in Burnley," Klopp stated, quotes via Beaniman Sports on YouTube. "It's incredibly helpful that he had that tonight because he can now train properly tomorrow and be ready for Newcastle." After sustaining a hamstring injury against Manchester City, Jota missed 8 games for Liverpool in all competitions. However, he was an unexpected addition to the matchday squad against Burnley. For Klopp, Jota's comeback is a welcome boost, especially with Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and Cody Gakpo all struggling in front of goal, with Mohamed Salah scheduled to play for Egypt at the 2024 Africa Cup of Nations. In less than 1,000 minutes of play this season, the 27-year-old has scored 9 goals, and his performance could be vital to Liverpool's chances of winning the Premier League. Jurgen Klopp already gutted as Liverpool prepare to lose very important £16 million player. Wataru Endo's form comes at a regrettable time for Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp, who is getting ready to go for the Asian Cup in early 2024. Tuesday night at Turf Moor, the Reds defeated Burnley 2-0 to record another victory. Despite being dominant in the first half, Darwin Núñez's goal gave Liverpool a 1-0 advantage. Burnley really placed pressure on the Liverpool goal, and Red supporters probably worried that they would be punished for failing to get a vital second goal. Ultimately, though, that ambition was achieved when Diogo Jota made a spectacular comeback from injury by coming off the bench. Wataru Endo, a Liverpool midfielder, is praised by Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp will be happy with the clean sheet because Liverpool had to fortify themselves and survive some Burnley pressure in the second half. Wataru Endo, a holding midfielder, had a crucial performance. The Japan international performed admirably against Burnley in addition to being brilliant against Arsenal on Saturday night. During a mining show in Lancashire, Endo recorded 4 successful aerial duels, 3 clearances, 2 crucial passes, 1 interception, and 1 shot on target. Now, Klopp has shifted to praising £16 million summer acquisition Endo, albeit with a hint of regret as well. The Liverpool manager expressed his admiration for Endo's performance at Turf Moor on the team's official website. Klopp remarked, "What a boy and what a player," admiring how Endo had developed into a very important member of the Liverpool team. The issue is that Endo is scheduled to depart for the Asian Cup. Klopp believes it is unfortunate that after Endo establishes himself in the Premier League, he will have to leave for several weeks. "I must admit, I really enjoyed this game," Klopp remarked. "It's unfortunate that after finding his footing, he is heading to the Asian Cup, but that's life, it's all right. What a player, what a youngster, and how very significant. We have to play without him at least in January, but he is present when we play Newcastle. The boys then depart, so we'll have to figure out another route. However, I am very glad for him right now," he said. "I'm really happy about that because it took him a little bit of time to really show how good he really is." How many games is Endo going to miss? The Asian Cup will begin in Qatar on January 12, but a few players will depart for training camps ahead of time. As one of the favorites, Japan should easily defeat Vietnam, Iraq, and Indonesia in Group D. Endo would play for Japan until February 10 if they made it to the final, which would keep him out of several Liverpool games. Endo can play against Newcastle United on Monday, as Klopp notes, but he will then leave and miss the FA Cup match against Arsenal. Endo would thus miss Premier League matches against Bournemouth, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Burnley in addition to both legs of the EFL Cup semi-final matchup with Fulham. If Japan advances to the final, that would mean 7 games without Endo. Some Red supporters could have a self-serving wish that Japan loses early so that Endo can come back to Merseyside. Gakpo backs Liverpool forwards to fill in for absent Salah. Cody Gakpo of Liverpool thinks his team has enough offensive potency to handle Mohamed Salah's absence when the Egypt international leaves for the forthcoming Africa Cup of Nations. In a 2-0 victory over Burnley on Tuesday, Darwin Núñez broke a 12-game goalless streak, and Diogo Jota returned from the bench to score his first goal after missing a month due to injury. This move sent Liverpool to the top of the Premier League table. Salah, a 16-goal winger, will play one more game for Liverpool this Sunday at home against Newcastle before leaving for the African Nations Cup. He could be gone from Anfield for up to a month while on international duty. Núñez and Jota's goals against Burnley were therefore especially welcome, considering that Gakpo has already scored 7 goals this year. For every attacking player who didn't score for a few games, it's always nice to get back on the score sheet, and Darwin did it with a very good goal, Gakpo stated. For Diogo as well. Recovering from an injury and scoring is always pleasant and boosts confidence. So incredibly joyful. We need the goals since Mo left after the Newcastle game. Naturally, I believe I can add even more. Virgil van Dijk, captain of Liverpool, continued, goals from the guys up front are always important. I'm happy for Darwin. It's the same story, Diogo. The boys are back on the scoreboard, which is fantastic to see. I should also mention how great Cody was, particularly in the first half. It's encouraging to observe. Everyone needs to keep challenging one another. We can only improve in that way, the Netherlands defender said. In any case, someone has to step up. We have the guys up front who can make the difference, and we have to deal with Mo's loss. See how we handle it first. Arsenal will move back to the top of the table on Thursday if they defeat their London rivals West Ham at home. However, Liverpool is now 2 points ahead of the Gunners. The table is not looking in a bad place, but we have to take it one game at a time. Don't let our heads go everywhere all over the place, just stay focused and keep doing what we are doing now and even improve more, Gakpo added. The hectic Christmas and New Year's calendar in English football is new to the 24-year-old Dutch attacker, who is having a great time as the games come thick and fast. It's the first time I played with this intensity, a lot of games in a few days, and it's nice as if you play a good game you can play again, and if you play a not so good game, you can make it good in the next game as it's coming nice and quick, he stated. Everybody wants the 3 points, also the opponents, so you have to work really hard every game and you have to be able to win games different ways. Hello the Cop, please subscribe my channel for follow Liverpool Football Club news on everydays.